Hi everyone, welcome to this week's patient update. It's Caroline and Sarah, who's one of our veterinary externs, and I wanted to take the chance to introduce her to everyone. So Sarah, without further ado, you want to tell everyone about yourself?
I'm Sarah. I'm from Colorado. I am currently entering my second year at the CSU DVM program, and I'm super grateful to get to learn and work with you guys for, unfortunately, just a week, but hopefully I'll get to come back sometime because I'm having a great time with you guys.
Cool. Well, we're so happy to have you. And for anyone watching, we do offer externships and short-term summer internships every summer. So if anyone you know might be interested, keep an eye out for it. But for now, we're going to get into our patient update. We have a bunch of new patients that I would love to share with you. So let's go ahead and get started. First up for this week, we have Redtailed Hawk 25117 from Wilson, Wyoming, which is just up the road from our center. This bird was found standing in a creek and was unfazed by human presence, which is usually a red flag in the wildlife rehab world. Upon admission, we discovered that this young bird was emaciated, dehydrated, and had a severe infection of blood parasites called leukocytozoan. This case is classified as a failure to thrive case. What this means is that this young bird fledged its nest and was just having a hard time hunting for itself. This happens all the time out in nature, and it is a natural process, and unfortunately, natural selection plays a large role in determining which young birds will live to pass down genes and generally be successful. We can't save every bird, but when our center receives calls like these, we are always happy to step in and give these young birds another shot at life. Next up for this week is Ferinous Hawk 25118 from Driggs, Idaho. This bird came to us as another failure to thrive case. For patients like this, we typically follow our emaciation protocol, which includes carefully managed fluid therapy and supplemental heat if needed. It's critical to reintroduce food very slowly in severely emaciated birds. Emaciation usually develops over time due to prolonged injury, illness, or poor hunting ability. It's not a sudden condition, it's a slow, painful, and exhausting process. When a bird's body lacks adequate nutrition for an extended period, it begins to draw energy from fat stores, muscle tissue, and even internal organs, including the brain and the liver. Eventually, this leads to severe weakness and thinness. Feeding an emaciated bird a full meal too soon can be fatal, as their digestive systems don't have enough energy to process and digest it. Instead, we begin with small amounts of easily digestible bone and fur-free meat, gradually increasing the portion by a few grams each day until they're able to handle full meals. Failure to thrive cases are always challenging and unpredictable given the level of physiological stress these birds have endured, but we're hopeful for this hawk and the other patients currently undergoing similar treatment. And lastly, for this week, we have American Crow 25123 from Jackson, Wyoming. This bird was reported to our center as being unable to fly, and when we went out on a rescue mission, we quickly saw that the left wing was drooping, which is indicative of an injury. Upon admission, we found that this bird has a fractured coracoid, likely the result of a window or vehicle collision. As I've mentioned in previous updates, coracoid, clavicle, and scapula fractures are very painful and prevent birds from flying. However, from a rehab stance, there's not much we can offer to these patients besides anti-inflammatory meds and cage rest. With a human, a similar injury would be stabilizing with a sling, but with birds, that's just not possible. We prefer to keep birds with these types of injuries in confined spaces to limit movement as much as possible. We can expect to see a callus form within the next couple of weeks, and after that, we will begin flight conditioning. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, if you want to do your part to keep wild birds wild, click the link in the bio to donate or visit our website directly. Thank you so much. Bye.